Okay, I've had a bit of a setback here. I've been trying to figure out how to model sill plates, and a lot of the um, recommendations is to create a wall type that's 3.5 inches wide and 1.5 inch tall, uh, and then create a wall type on top of the foundation wall. And I guess in a regular kind of a normal building, that would probably be okay, or maybe if we didn't have walls in already. Um, but because of varying thicknesses of walls, I could not get the ends of the pieces to miter together properly. So um, it's been a challenge. Okay, uh, back to a previous video where we adjusted the walls levels on the inside, and it created some voids on the outside of the walls here. So if that is happening to you, you can do it here in 3D, or you can go back to the 2D plan. Uh, but what you'll do is, excuse me, use the wall joins tool and then pick that particular wall. And it'd probably be easier to see it if you've got both screens open, if you got your 3D view and your plan view of the first floor. And I'm finding that the miter option works best, and you cycle through previous or next to get a good miter. And I think that will clean up those things. Okay, now sill plate. I have turned off the interior walls. Here's what we're creating right here is our 2x4 sill plate that extends a 1/2 of an inch over the concrete. Like I said, a lot of the recommendations that I found was to create a wall type and do that. Well, I tried it several times, and I, I I could not get the joins, the corners to join together properly. If you want to try it that way, be my guest. Go for it. Okay. Give it a try. See what happens with your project. But that was the recommended way. You know, because most buildings have a consistent wall around the exterior of the building. But here we've got, 2x4 studs, 2x6 studs, brick, stone. We got lots of stuff going on. So I couldn't get it to work. So here's what I did. I went to my top of foundation level, and I adjusted my view range so that I could pick up the wall itself and the insulation. Okay. And then what I did is I did a sweep. And so on architecture here, you go component model in place. I did it as a generic model. You can name it. Okay. All right. What I did here is I chose sweep, and I did not do pick path. I actually did sketch path, and I set a 1/2 of an inch offset. Okay. And while you're here, go ahead into your lumber and your materials. And I duplicated softwood lumber, made a new one, and I gave it a kind of a green color. You don't have to do a pattern. I've found out well, you could do the surface pattern so you could just kind of see it better. But I applied a green color to both appearance and graphics. Okay. That will help you to see it as you're working on it. Okay. So you do your sketch, and we're doing a 1/2 inch offset. Pick, you know, pick the edge of the concrete. I would do that because that's the core, and work your way all the way around the building. And then what you're going to find is some of them may not snap exactly right, so you may have to go in and edit the path. And I'm going to cancel out of this. Well, I don't know what happened to my, anyway. Okay, so you're going to do the path all the way around. And like I said, some of the lines may not work out to be exactly in the middle of so you got to go back to each wall segment and check and make sure that the edge of your path, which is going to be this edge right here, is in the center of that insulation. And you want to connect that all the way around. And then you'll do a profile sketch in one of the section views, and I did it in this one here. I think I don't remember. But you'll do a section view right here. Let me go to color. And it's an inch and a half tall, 3.5 inches wide. Okay. And then you finish that out and it should, create that sweep all the way around for you. Okay. Um, so that gets the sill plate. Next, we're going to look at how to do the 2x4 joist floor, or not 2x4, the 2x10 floor joist and the flooring system.